Greetins Earthlins and Greetins Lambs. This is Decree the First. Second try. I left out some lore from the first bit of it. I gave the summary, but I forgot to give the history. Also, the music wasn't loud enough on the first. So, to summarize, prison is kidnapping. Penalty for kidnapping is death. If there are not two witnesses, there is no case. This comes from the Torah. Now, our people, prison is very unnatural for our people. Someone that thinks prison is right or natural doesn't belong among us. They don't belong in our land. They're aliens and strangers. They're cruel-hearted, and they're not one of us. They have bastard blood. Their DNA is tainted with some alien and strange strain. So, this might not be a complete history of prisons among the northern people, the northern folks, the children of the Reformation, but it's one of the main lines of history is that the Plantagenets were the first to make prison a thing. If they weren't the first, they were one of the biggest influences in that direction. Now, Plantagenet comes from the house of Monobazus, the king of Edessa, whose son was Jesus number 2. Not the one that was crucified by Pilate, but the one that was crucified by Vespasian, the one that caused the destruction of Jerusalem and the scattering of the people that called themselves Jews. Jesus number 2 was the king of Edessa. Now, he was a descendant of Cleopatra the Ninth, Julius Caesar, King David, and the Emperor of Persia, which makes him a descendant of Nimrod, because emperors of Persia were descendants of Zeus, and Zeus was Nimrod. After the scattering of the tribes, after Babylon's destruction, Babel's destruction, every tribe had a different name for their celebrities. So in the Northlands, he was called Orvandel the Hunter, Nimrod the Hunter in the Bible, Herein the Hunter, which is the same as Osiris, and Nimrod the Hunter. So, these are the ancestry of the Plantagenets. And Julius Caesar had black eyes, so you know he wasn't one of us, Julius Caesar. Now, I happen to be descended from them also, but I'm not of their ilk somehow. I won't go into how it sorts it out as to who gets what aspect of the combination of races. That's a topic for another videograph. But the point is, they were not one of us. Partly they were. They were mixed. But this really sick and perverted bloodline that used to run through the streets, castrate itself, and throw the testicles through the window of the first house they came to. According to Josephus, that's what they did. And dress like women, just like the Catholic priests do. And the Templars with the sword underneath their woman's garment. These Templars were created by the family that the Plantagenets are a branch of. So all this shows you that these are not our folk. They're not us, even though they partly are. That what's manifesting through them comes from somewhere else, different from what's manifesting through us. So I'll show you how to find out more about me. Oopsie. Yeah. This is why the Boy Scouts say be prepared. Don't put an L in Kesey. Watch where the E's go. And thank you for coming. We'll talk to you next time, Lambs.